This is to show getting into the PTM modes. You can see I've rotated the dial down on the console till I got into the track mode. You can see that on the bottom down there where it says TR, and just left to the parking brake there, trying to get it in focus. There we go. And let me push the button once. You'll see the TC light come on up here, and over there the active handling or stability control light did not come on. Let me push the button one more time, and the TC light, traction control light, goes out. Let me push the button kind of rapidly. 1, 2. And you can see I've got the TC light, I got the stability control light, and I'm in the performance traction management modes now. Wet. And that goes away after a few seconds. Let me turn the console knob to the right. It should go to dry. I turn it to the left, it goes back to wet. I turn it to the left again, it doesn't go anywhere. You can see with wet, active handling is on, even though the light over there shows that it's off, but it's not. And I didn't do anything. The display of what exact PTM mode you're in just goes away after a few seconds. Let me turn the knob to the right again, and I'm in dry. Active handling on, even though the light over there on the left says off. And we're waiting. That display should go out here in a second. There it goes. Let me turn the knob to the right again. I'm in Sport 1, active handling is on. Sport 2, active handling off. Race mode, active handling off. Back to the left. Sport 2, active handling off. Back to the left. Sport 1, active handling on. Dry, active handling on. Wet, active handling on. Let me push the button once, and it takes you out of the PTM mode. You're just in the track mode, the basic track mode, which I think is pretty much like sport. It may have a little bit tighter suspension and steering and stuff, but until you push the button twice, you don't go into the actual PTM modes, performance traction management modes. Let me do that again. Button one time. TC light on the upper right of the display is on. The active handling light is not. Push the button again. Just back into basic track mode with traction control and active handling lights are not illuminated. I'm going to push the button twice. 1, 2. And now we're in performance traction management wet. Turn the knob to the right, dry. Turn the knob to the right, Sport 1. Wait a few seconds and the display goes out, and you just remain in that mode, but it just goes to the display, whatever you select here. I can change it to various things. Let me go to the left here I'm going to click up the info, click the right button here on the steering wheel, and then I'm going to click on the down button. This is something I like to see a lot of times when I first go out onto the track. I like to watch this. I can see the tire pressures, and until they warm up a few degrees, get on up into a 30-degree range. I know they're 28 at least. I know they aren't really very warm, not too sticky. So that's a little display of how you get to the PTM mode. You push that button twice. The traction control light comes on, the active handling light comes on, and you get the display in the center there briefly of wet, dry, Sport 1, Sport 2, or race. Any questions, give me a holler.